We're taking calls at 323-866-8201. We have a caller on the line. JR, who's with us?
We got John in Indianapolis.
John in Indianapolis, the formerly undefeated city. John, how are you?
Hi. I employ 150 people. I fired somebody today. And what I said to them was, if I got to do your job for you, I don't need you. You can leave now. Napolitano should be terminated immediately.
Okay.
This guy is glowing in the dark, and he gets on an airplane.
No.
This should not be tolerated, period.
John, I hear your passion. I have a question for you. What is the remedy for Napolitano? What would you do then? What would change? I mean, isn't it about changing?
I think it's pretty obvious.
No. But if you terminate, let me finish. If you terminate Janet Napolitano, who is the Secretary of Homeland Security, if you terminate Janet Napolitano in that job,
right,
and it's a job that I frankly found her to be a curious nominee for in the first place. If you terminate her, you have to have a backup plan. I'm sure when you fired that guy, you're one of your 150 people today, you had a backup plan for that.
You know what? He was an electrician for me. I had know nothing about electricians. You know that? But he didn't do the job. Right. I could care less. I'm going to hire somebody that is a security expert. Don't tell me the dirty details. I expect the job to be done. I hire all kinds of professionals, sir. I hire electricians. I hire plumbers that work in my building. Do I know anything about those particular endeavors? No. I pay for that service. If they don't perform, I fire them.
And John,
this woman is hired to be in charge of the protection of this country. She failed. Terminate this person. Bring somebody else that their expertise is in that area.
John, was this the first infraction by that electrician, or has this been?
Yes. I don't pay somebody $15,000 to do a job and it doesn't get done. They will be terminated.
Okay, but do you hear at all what I'm saying in that we live in a country where a lot of the culture, and this is one case.
Yeah, but she didn't do the job.
No, but listen to me. That we live in a country where the culture is, if it's not working, it's like the change the channel culture. You know, you're watching TV and you're surfing channels. Something comes on, you don't like it, you move to the next channel. Somebody does one thing wrong, and this is a completely egregious thing, and I'm not blaming Napolitano for it. Listen, let me finish. I'm talking culturally. I'm not talking about this incident. That culturally, we live in a country where everybody just calls for somebody's head as if that is going to give some satisfaction to the problem.
Okay, maybe everybody calls for it, but they don't fire them. In the real world, people get fired.
Let John answer that. Let John answer that.
If you go to a dentist,
right,
you might not know nothing about fixing your own teeth. You pay for a service. If the service is not done properly, you terminate that person. We're hire people, and look, President Obama, he needs to hire people that are competent and to not reward incompetence. This was completely incompetent. This person needs to be replaced with somebody that will perform better. This guy's glowing in the dark. His dad called. He's on the watch list. Hey, let him on a damn airplane.
Well, John, your passion is appreciated, and your opinion is shared by a lot of people. And thanks for calling. Thanks for participating on the show. Really appreciate the call. I mean,
look, here's the thing. Here's the thing about Napolitano or anybody else. If you're going to take a professional politician, that's not their skill set. Is not running an intelligence organization.
Well,
their skill set is how to get by with half-truths and kind of make everybody feel good so they don't really pay attention and you get reelected.
I don't, that's true. To talk about the Homeland Security to me is a big bureaucracy.
You're right. So why not have a fucking bureaucrat in charge of it?
Well, I think that we have to. I think it's not a question of whether or not we have a bureaucrat in charge. I mean, we have a bureaucrat. We have a former governor. I mean, is there a bigger bureaucrat?
No, it's not a bureaucrat. That's a politician.
But she's somebody who's run state agencies. I mean, this is somebody
who's an actual civil servant.
Okay, I think we need to talk a little bit about the validity of the Homeland Security Department, though, and putting the blame on them. I don't know that anybody, or John even, would be as irate over Janet Napolitano had she not been so foolish as to come out and say that it's not her fault, et cetera, et cetera. But we don't have him to answer that question. I just think that I'm really talking about the culture of somebody's head's got to, come off, and that doesn't address the problem, rather than saying, all right, Napolitano screwed up, but we have to figure figure out how this doesn't happen again.
Okay.
It is not.
And
It is
do you know
a
who could-
band-aid. It
but I
is a
told you who could
band-aid.
figure it out. The second in charge over there.
Well,
could
of course,
figure it
the
out
people,
when they're the
all,
head of the
all the
agency.
deputies, but they never get to be the head of the agency.
Maybe they should be.
Maybe they should be.